graphing. Take a point for your team. And the second way was... Did they? I don't really hear anybody other than like muttering, and that doesn't count. So if you want to... Substitution. Good job. Take a point for your team, non-mutterer. Alright, so if this didn't tell you that we have to solve it using substitution, what way would you solve this? If you could pick so far between graphing and substitution, what way would you pick to solve that? You would pick substitution and you would pick graphing? Why would you pick graphing? Yes, it is a lot easier and more visible, and it's also in slope-intercept form, right? Okay, why would you pick substitution?
I learned it for some to it.
Okay, awesome. Well, since this tells you to solve by substitution, what would we do? Someone help me set this up. Grant?
You would
Y equals this, right?
Yeah.
And we would just take this and put it right here. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we would say 3/2 x minus 1 equals negative x plus 4. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
All right, then what would we do from here?
You would subtract the whichever x that you want to.
Or add it, right?
Or,
So we could add x to both sides. What's 3/2 x plus 1x? If I have 3.5 pies and I add a pie to it.
3 1.
5.
Well,
Yes.
I was doing the mixed number.
Oh my gosh, taters. We spend time away from me and it's like we forget math. Alright, what would we do now? Add 1. Good. And now? Multiply by the reciprocal. Good. Take a point. Alright, 5 goes into 5 once. 1 times 2 is? Y'all, we gotta speak up like there's a heater going. I can't hear you. People are sniffling and coughing. Come on, it's like 10. We can't even have the excuse of it's too early. You heifers had 5 days off and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, we gotta get it together. Okay, so now that I have x, what do I do?
You have to find y.
You have to find y. And how do I find y?
You
Plug it in. Good. Does it matter which one I plug it into? But I'm going to choose this because I know you guys are afraid of fractions. So I would just say y equals negative 2 plus 4. Why did I change that to a negative 2? Because x is negative. Good. If you said that, take a point. And negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So our answer is 2, 2. Did anybody get that as their answer that they remember? No, we didn't. Okay, do we? We don't remember, or we didn't get that answer?
I know.
Okay, do you see how I got that answer? Could you do that next time? Okay.
Not count that worksheet.
What are we confused on?
Well, I waited to do it till like Tuesday.
Oh, okay. All right, so that makes so much more sense now. We just spent too much time apart and we've forgotten everything. Okay. Good thing we're reviewing today, right? All right, so let's look at number 2. How would I solve? I need to humana. I need to use substitution because it tells me. That means I need to get a variable by itself. So are we going to solve this top one or are we going to solve this one? The bottom one. And do we want to solve it for x or for y? Okay, good. Now, how would we solve this for y?
Plus
We would add x. So y equals x plus 3, right? And then we would take this and we're going to plug it in for y. Does everybody agree so far? Is it coming back to us, those of us that are paying attention and not dying of the flu but still here at school? All right, negative 3x plus 3. I'm telling you, if you infect me, it is going down. Okay. Okay, good. You just got what? I'm very sorry. Benji, what's wrong with you?
I think he's just tired.
Well, tough. Pick your head up. Okay. Does everybody agree with how we plugged this in? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, now how do I get rid of parentheses? I distribute, and I get negative 3x plus 9 equals negative 6. Okay, then what do I do?
You add, like, combine like
Combine like terms. What's negative 3x plus 3x? 0. So you're left with 9 equals negative 6. Is that a true statement? So what's our answer? Does anybody think they got that one right? Hey, good job. Oh. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. All right, do I have a variable that's by itself? Which one? All right, and y equals 2x plus, are all of these no solution? I'm going to be pissed if all these are no solution. Okay. I mean, I'm going to be angry. Sorry, video. Don't worry, parents. Your kids say so much worse than that on the reg. All right, you plug this in right here, and you get negative 2x plus 2x plus 1 equals negative 3. Now, why did I not put it in parentheses?
it's not needed.
What? Okay, because it's just 1. Y is by itself. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why that didn't translate. Negative 2x plus 2x is 0. Those cancel. So you're left with 1 equals negative 3. Is that a true statement? So the answer is no solution. Bless you. Did we get that one right?
Yeah.
Hey, good job. Okay, let's look at number 4. Alright, I don't know why I'm throwing pens at myself. I'm just real excited. Okay, so we have negative 3x plus 2x plus 3. Hey, this one isn't going to be no solution. I'm so excited. Alright, what's negative 3x plus 2x? Negative x plus 3 equals 5. Then what do I do? And we have negative x equals 2. And then what do I do? And x equals negative 2. Alright, so now what do I do? Turn it into the tray. You didn't do it. Turn it into the tray with your name on it. That was You need to turn that in as well. What is, if this is what my entire day is going to be like, I'm going home now. I'm done with y'all. This is ridiculous. Okay, so now that I have x, what do I need to do? Find y. Hallelujah. And I take it and I plug it in right here. So I have y equals 2 times negative 2 plus 3, right? Alright, 2 times negative 2 is, and negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. What number were we saying over there, girls? It's not, taters. It's not.
4 plus 3 is 7, so I just said it's negative. It's okay.
Okay, did anybody get this one right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of us?
I put them backwards.
So you didn't get it right.
I got the rest of it right.
Okay. Alright, do we want to look at the word problems now? Have we reviewed substitution enough that we can look at the word problems? Okay, y'all, just whatever. Whatever, heifers. Okay, Mrs. Wallace is thinking of a number. 6 increased by 6 times the number. Okay, so 6 plus 6x is the same as 2 times the number decreased by 10. Did y'all set it up like that? That's it. That's all you had to do. And then you just solve it. And what is our number? We would get 4x equals negative 16. So x equals... Did anybody get that? Matt and 4 friends rented 5 helmets and an ATV. At least they have helmets. The helmets were $4 each. Okay, so $4 each, and they rented 5, right? So how much total for the helmets? 20 plus what? Because maybe they don't own the ATV. Because they rented the helmet and the ATV. Because not all of us got money to just go buy a 4-wheeler. Alright. This is a world with no lice. This is the world these people live in. Anyway, $20 because it's $4 each and they got 5. And the ATV was $17.50 an hour. So what do I need to write here? $17.50 X. Good. Equals $107.50, right? Okay, so what would I do now? Right, home skillet. Tell me how. Alright, so we have 1750x equals, what's 107.50 minus 20? Y'all got calculators, and if you continue to stare, I'm going to lose it. You think?
I know.
There we go. Okay, now what do I do? And x equals... What, no, we're saying 5? Yay! Okay, so hopefully we understand substitution. Do we feel a little better about substitution after 5 days apart?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than the weirdo gigglers over there, do the rest of you feel better? Alright, so what I want us to do is I want us to go to page 40 in our handy dandy notebook. I want us to write that we are now going to be on page 44. Elimination part 1. Isn't it exciting?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, and then in the top drawer of your tower, each person gets 1 sheet. And if we could please get out the sticky notes from the second drawer, we're going to make tabbies and we're going to be fancy. So to make tabbies, you take the sticky note, you cut it in half, each person gets 1. Give each person a sticky note. Give each person a whole sticky note. Each person gets a whole sticky note. Thank you. Because we're going to make 2 tabs. Okay, so now you have your sticky note. You're going to take your sticky note, you're going to cut it in half. Now, our first tab is going to go where our math workshops start so that we know where they begin, which is on page 39A. Has everybody forgotten how to make a tabby? Okay, so you cut your sticky note in half, right? And then you take the sticky side. You're going to put it in 3 grids. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Isn't it magic? And then you're going to fold it so that it's sticking on the back. 1, 2, 3 grids. And you're going to tape it down. So the first thing I did was I cut my sticky note in half. And then I put the sticky side down, 3 grids in, and I put it at the top. And then I did the same thing on the back, 3 grids in. And then I'm going to write Math Workshop on it so that I know where my math workshops begin. I'm going to write that in a darker color so I can actually see it. then Math Workshop, because it's on my Math Workshops. How did I figure that out, guys?
Well, I didn't know if it was like Math Workshop or anything.
No, it just says Math Workshop. Okay, so then I'm going to go to page 40. I'm going to line up my sticky notes so that it's below this one so that I can actually see it. See what I mean, butterbeans? How they kind of overlap a little bit, but I can still see it. I'm going to put it 3 tabbies in, 3 grids in. I'm going to fold it and do the same thing on the back. Then I'm going to tape it down. If you want there to be extra reinforcement on your tabbies, you can tape your tabs. I'd put tape over the top and fold it. You need it to be extra sturdy. And then right here, we're going to write Unit 6. Should have picked a different color than bright pink to do these on. Ow. Alright, so when you're done with this part, you're going to go to page 44. Which should be on the right-hand side. We're going to call it 44A. You're going to cut this all out, and then we're going to glue it down. Now, this is one big rectangle. This is one big rectangle, so you should just have 2 rectangles cut out. That's it. Just 2 rectangles cut out. Alright, then I'm going to taper glue this one at the top, and I'm going to leave room to write my learning target up here. And then the second one, the smaller rectangle, I'm going to cut and make flappies. But I'm not going to cut all the way up. I cut to the line. I don't know what words you're saying. Because I like to party. Alright, so elimination is where you kill one of your variables first. Hence the name elimination. So these are the steps that you do. We're not going to work out this first problem because we're not going to start with problems that we need to multiply. We're just going to do basic elimination where everything matches up and it's beautiful and it's Narnia and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So the first thing you do is you arrange the equation so that like terms are in columns. That means that the x's are stacked up on each other, the y's are stacked up on each other, the constants are stacked up on each other. Let's look at our first example at the bottom. Are these lined up?
No.
Can we line them up? We can. Do we need to rewrite the bottom one or the top one? Let's rewrite the top so that our x and y are on the left side and our answer is on the right. So I'm going to rewrite it as 10x minus 3y equals 18. And then I'm just going to bring my bottom equation down to x plus 3y equals 15. So we did step 1. It said to arrange the equation so that like terms are in columns. Step 2 says multiply, if necessary, the equation or equations to make it so that at least one of the variables has coefficients that are opposites. So we need like coefficients. Do we have like coefficients on either of these variables? What does it mean for them to be like coefficients? The same. Okay, so our x isn't, but is our y the same? And they're opposites. It's magic. Whoa. Then, step 3, you add the equations. Combining like terms will eliminate one of the variables. That's the whole point, is to get it so that if we add straight down, we kill something. So let's add straight down and kill something. If we add, what are we going to kill? The y. Good. What's 10x plus x? 11x. Good. Take a point. If you would have been on time, it wouldn't have been painful for the first 10 minutes. Looking at you two over there, being little gigglies and weirdos. Because some of us weren't answering, and then some of us were very confused as to what we were answering, and then I couldn't hear, and it was chaos. Alright, what's 18 plus 15? 33. Take a point. Now what do? And x equals 3. Good. Alright, so step 1 was arrange the equations so that they're all lined up. We did that. Step 2 was to multiply if necessary. We didn't do that because we found that we already had opposite coefficients. Step 3 was to add the equations. We did that and we killed y. Step 4 says to solve for the remaining variables. Did we solve for x? We did. So what does step 5 tell us to do up there? Substitute. So we're going to plug x in because we need to find y. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
So we're going to open this and we're going to do it on the inside. Now, do y'all want to plug it into the top or to the bottom? Okay, I'm going to plug it into the bottom so that I don't have to multiply. Okay? So we're going to take 3, we're going to plug it into the bottom. So in case you've already forgotten the original equation, it was x plus 3y equals 15. Now, what did we just find that x equals? 3. So we're going to plug 3 in right here. Plus 3y equals 15. Then what do I do?
You subtract 3.
We subtract 3. And you have 3y equals what?
5.
And y equals? I know what cuatro is. Gracias. Alright, now am I done? How do I write my answer?
Oh,
Okay, so how do I write it? 3, 4. Good. Take a point. Because remember, x comes first. Okay, great. I will see you guys tomorrow. Finish these two. Finish at least one of them for homework. Okay? I know. Have a great day, my loves. Make good choices. Be good people.